nuts. And that's exactly how fast that came about, and I've been using it ever since.
Yeah, that's great.
So
we're all a little bit nuts, right? I mean,
well, you have to be, right?
Makes the world more interesting.
Yeah. Well, like I said, with creative minds, they usually call that eccentric and not nuts.
Good point there. Good point. Good point.
I
tell you, any time that, I'd love to come back on your show whenever. I mean, if you ever want me back on again, I'd love to come back on. I definitely do that. I really appreciate this. This is great. I'm a firm believer that, and like I said, I don't know where my music goes. I mean, I obviously hope it goes, bigger every year. But either way, I always want to make sure that I give respect to the people who helped me along the way in the beginning. And, I'll always go back on people's shows. I don't care if I'm selling out arenas, 50,000 people, which the chances of that happening are probably about as good as me turning into a stormtrooper.
You want to bet? You want to bet on that? Hashtag, come on, let's say it together. Hashtag the new Blake Shelton, David Britt. Say it together. Let's say it together again. Hashtag the new. All right. People start hashtagging us all over Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Let's show David love because he shows everybody else love. He's a great guy, yes, Jen, and he has great music. And give a shout out to Spectre Music, will you please, David, and tell everybody where they can find you before we close out the show.
First of all, like I said, thanks for having me on the show. It's been awesome talking to you. It's been awesome talking to you, Goddess, and definitely big shout out to Spectre Music Group, my record label. You can find my album Country Flow on iTunes, Amazon if you want to buy the actual CD or MP3 downloads. I'm all on YouTube. David Britt's my name. YouTube.com/David Britt Music. I'm on Facebook, Facebook.com/David Britt Music page. I'm on Twitter @David Britt. That's DAVIDBRITT. And I want to give a big shout out to Dr. Jimmy Starr and Ron Deidre and everybody over there at Chad at the Jimmy Starr Show, and all the people in the chat room who came today to listen to that. I really appreciate all your support, all my fans out there, and of course my children who are now out of school. So I really appreciate everything, man. Absolutely. And big shout out to the Carolina Panthers. Hopefully win the Super Bowl.
Go Panthers!
Go Panthers! Keep pounding.
Even if the Rams was in all that, I wouldn't go. Yeah, you go Rams. They're leaving St. Louis, so piss on them, traitors. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and close out the show, and I'm gonna close it out because I don't have an intro and I don't have an outro just yet. I've been working so hard on promoting everybody and everybody that's going to be on the show. I haven't had time to actually build the stuff that I want to build. So I'm going to close out the show with your version of Billie Jean.
Awesome. Shout out to Michael Jackson.
Shout out to Michael Jackson. Hashtag Michael Jackson. You will be missed. You are missed. Okay, here's Billie Jean by David Britt.
Scene. I said, don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who dances on the floor in the round. She said, I am the one who dances on the floor in the round. She told me her name was Billie Jean, as she calls a scene. Then every hair turned with eyes I dreamed of being the one who dances on the floor in the round. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. And mother always told me, be careful who you love. days and 40 nights. Law was on her side, but who can stand when she's in demand? Her schemes and plans call her dance on the floor and around. So take my strong advice, just remember